Okay, this short video is going to show the first 2 rows of the animal foot baby booties. So I'm just going to start with a slip knot. Put that on there. And the first step is to chain 7. So 1, 2, back up a little bit, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to single crochet 3 in the second hook. Oh my goodness, the second chain from the hook. This is, I'm not a video person if you can't tell. So do 1, 2, 3. Oof, having issues. Then I'm going to single crochet 4 in the chain. So 1, 2. I don't usually like using this kind of hook. I usually use the Susan Bates ones because the hook has a straight edge here instead of it being curved, and the curve just drives me nuts because I just can't latch onto the yarn like I like to. So let's see, single chain 4 into this last grouping. So you're going to do 1, yeah, see, and I've already lost it again, 2, 3, 4, all into that one end. And so by doing that, you've kind of turned the project from working this way to rotating it this way. And then it has you single crocheting 4 on the other side. So you know where to put it in because each crochet is, see this little upside down V right here? That's 1 crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 upside down V's that you're going to put single crochets on the other side. So the first one that you're going to do is going to go right at the base of that upside down V. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now I've got this, and it says to single crochet 1 back in the first chain, so that's just this big gap you've got here. So single crochet 1 back into there, and then join and chain 1. So this is your first crochet. You can tell because it's the V shape again. So I'm going to join into that, which basically just means slip stitch. So I'm going to pull it through, and I'm going to pull it through this again, and then I'm going to chain 1. Okay. So it doesn't say to chain back into that same one. Some of the instructions will say next single crochet, do back into that same hook. It doesn't say that. So you're not going to crochet into this. You're going to crochet into the next one, which is this here. So you're going to not do that, do this one. And it says to increase 2. So increase is just 2 single crochets into 1 crochet. So 2 single crochets into that. And then another increase. So 2 single crochets into this. I apologize for this video being a mess. I'm really not very good at this. So then 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Then it has you do 1 half double crochet. So, you know, when you do a double crochet, you yarn over, go through, and pull this through. You should have 3 loops on here, and you're going to pull the yarn through all 3 of them. So that's a half double crochet. And then up here, you're going to do 4 half double crochet increases, which is just 2 half double crochets into 1 stitch. So 2 half double crochets there. And then 2 in this one. Whoops, hit the camera, my bad. And then 2 in this one. Now, again, usually I use a different hook because I can make tighter stitches I don't usually, I'm kind of trying to use a bigger hook to make bigger stitches, but it also makes bigger holes. So I have this big hole in here right now. Usually I do tighter than that to make sure that there's not a hole there. So this is my last half double crochet increase. So I've got 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. Then I want to do a single one, half double crochet, and then 4 single crochets. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we've got 1 increase. So we're going to increase into this, which is just 2 single crochets. I don't know if I can get the hook in there. So there's 1, and there's 2. So now, because we're joining and then chaining 1, we end up having this super duper tight little stitch right there, and I don't like crocheting into that. So that's why it says skip 1. So this little V right here, you're going to skip that one and crochet into this one. Or I'm sorry, join into this one, which is just a slip stitch. So skip this little guy, go to this guy. Whoop, if I can get it. Oh my goodness, my hands are shaking like I'm on stage or something. And then, so slip stitch is just pulling through both of them, and then chain 1. So you're starting to get kind of like a foot shape. This side, it's a little bit bigger. So this is the toe side, and this is the heel side. And you've got the little shape like that. So again, when you're starting the 3rd row, I'm just going to do the first stitches of the 3rd row. You're not going to go dive back into this one where you have your slip stitch. You're going to go into the next one and do an increase. So increase, and then keep going from there, just like you did in rows 1 and 2, just obviously following the steps in the following rows. Hopefully this helped. If not, just shoot me another message.